Hello there, Chris here, and today we're going to speak about gear and equipment. If you're looking to improve your home recording sound or just your practice setup and your amplifier, then hopefully this video is going to help you. Because I've done some research and it turns out that the equipment I'm using now, except for the guitar, you could buy it for around $350 used at eBay. So let's have a look at what we're using. First, the amplifier. I'm using a Peavey XXX. Now this amplifier is probably more expensive than $350. However, I'm only using the rhythm channel. And that is the same as you get on a Peavey Classic 30, which is a really nice amp, and you can buy it used for around $200 US. And then we have a tube screamer pedal. It's a TS808, which you could find for around $100 used. And then we have a delay pedal, which is Boss DD3. And you should be able to find that for around $50 used. Now I'm going to start by just showing you the basic sound, overdriven sound you get out of the amp. And that's a pretty typical sound for a tube amp, without the super high gain stuff, but still with some pretty nice overdrive. So it's pretty nice for rhythm stuff. You can get some chunky sounds out of it. You could even get some heavy rhythm guitars if you using the so-called overdubbing technique, where you have layers of guitar on top of each other. Doesn't sound as impressive with only one guitar though. However, the lead sound is not really what I'm looking for personally. It's a little... Works great for blues rock, or pop rock, but it's pretty dry, and it's not enough distortion and all that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate my pedals, and hopefully you're gonna hear the difference. We're gonna start with the Ibanez Tube Screamer pedal, and first I'm gonna play one more time so you can hear without it. Now with it. So what we're seeing is basically more distortion, but we're also hearing a richer distortion, and we're hearing more sustain. But still, this sound is pretty dry to me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate the delay pedal, and we're gonna hear the difference. Here's without it. Now with it. To me, there's a world of difference there. We've got like a shimmering little tail on our sound. It's hard to describe in words. It's sort of sparkling. What I'm using is a really subtle setting. We're gonna look at it later on. So it's but you can hear the delay sound if I'm playing like this. I'm only striking one note at a time, but still you hear tick, tick, tick. And that's what we're looking for. that short little tail, and that's what give the sound its wideness. And I'm not using any reverb or anything like that, so still it sounds pretty good. I'm just gonna, for the fun of it, try one more time and turn everything off and then turn it on, and you can hear the difference. So here's with my 2 pedals. Without the pedals. With the pedals once again. So let's have a closer look at the settings of the amp and the pedals. So here are the settings I use today. Maximum gain. Volume, you can have it as loud as your neighbors allow you to. And then bass is almost at 0. Mid-range is at 2 o'clock, treble 2 o'clock, and no reverb. And the tube screamer, the overdrive set to maximum, tone at 12 o'clock, and then level at maximum. And the delay pedal, I have effect level and feedback very low, probably 10 o'clock both. And then delay time is a little hard to determine exactly on this one, but I think I'm around 400 milliseconds. So the signal goes from my guitar to the tube screamer, and then to the input of the amplifier. And then I use the effect loop for the digital delay. And there is an effect loop on the Peavey Classic 30 amplifier as well. Okay, so I hope you got a good impression of what you can do for that, $350 budget. Personally, I think we've come a pretty long way without, spending those thousands of dollars on a, really top of the line amp. You could compare this setting to, I guess, a product like Line 6 Pod. Although they produce, good sound quality, you don't get, the same response as when you're, plugging into a tube amplifier, and it responds to your picking and all that in a whole different way. And to me, that stimulates me to, play better if I get a, really good response from what I'm doing. It inspires me to get more dynamic with my playing, work more on the nuances and everything like that. So it has like a double impact. It's not only that you get good response, you get a better playing and better sound through that, But if we strictly look at the sound quality, although once again, the pod thing is pretty impressive, you can get a really good sound with it. It's really easy to plug into your computer. But still, what we're using now is a tube amplifier, and you could mic that up with an SM57 microphone, and that will be the same as in the pro studios. So if you never owned a tube amplifier, maybe this could be a nice way for you to start, because with this setup you can get, we haven't tried it now, but you can get a really nice clean sound from a Peavey Classic 30. You can get the crunchy sound, and through those little extra pedals you can get a really nice high gain lead sound. So I hope this has been somewhat inspiring for you in your quest for tone. And if you got any questions or requests, other topics you'd like to see me cover, don't hesitate to leave me a comment here at YouTube or at guitarmasterclass.net. See you. Cheers.